Hey everybody, this is Pastor Chris, just filling you in on a couple of things. First of all, I feel fine. I hope you're feeling fine. We're praying for you as a staff. We really want to see God do some amazing things. And so hopefully you've enjoyed some of what we've been providing already. If you've missed some of those changes, I wanted to kind of fill you in on those things really quickly. So I'm going to share my screen with you real quick. Just give me a second. So if you go to the website, the new Park Hills Church website, we've changed a bunch of things up from even a week ago, and we wanted to make sure that you see this and are sort of aware. And so let me show you kind of what I'm doing with the website and how I'm using it. First off, we've postponed all events and the building is closed. So I know some of you have already, stopped by and you've pulled in the parking lot. You've noticed there's no cars there. We've trimmed down what our staff is actually doing in building. So we've only got a staff member here a few hours a day, and we're cutting back on a number of other things. Again, it's not because we're scared of each other or scared of you. We're just trying to be wise and minimize contact with one another and to follow the orders of the governor and the government itself. And so with that said, if you stop by and you go to drop off an offering check, for example, and you see that nobody's in the building, we've put a mail slot in on the far left door up by the offices. And that mail slot is right there for you. So that's the safest place to do it. Open that mail slot, drop, maybe your offering in that way. Or if you've got a letter for us that you want to make sure that we get, that would be the place to do it. And every morning when a staff member gets here, we're going to grab those and pile them up and make sure that we're taking care of it. So we're taking care of you in that way. That's a brand new feature we just added. But just know that the building is closed. We've pretty much locked it down. And we've even minimized how much our worship teams are in the building, how much our pastors are in the building. So with that said, we've moved to streaming both services. We're not calling it a live stream because technically we're recording it far earlier in the week. So on a Sunday morning, I know in the past, maybe you've live streamed one of our services and maybe you started at 10:35 and you were 5 minutes into the service and you felt like you missed something. We've changed this to an on-demand feature. So all you have to do is click it and hit play, and it'll start from the beginning of the service and move all the way through. So if you've missed that, make sure that you're aware of that. We want to just let you know that you can open it up whenever you want. If you love it, you don't have to do anything special. Just go watch it again throughout the week. If you're bored on a Tuesday afternoon and you want to hear one of our voices again, I don't know why you would want to do that. But if you did, all you have to do is click on this and it'll give you the player, and that'll allow you to hit play and you'll be able to watch it from the beginning of the service all the way through. You can fast forward as much as you want. If you need to stop and run to the bathroom, you're not going to miss anything. Whereas if you come here on a Sunday morning into the sanctuary, you're going to miss something if you have to run into the bathroom. But this time you can hit pause. You can just go do what you need to do and get back. Or if you feel like you're underdressed about 5 minutes into the service and you want to go change your clothes, hit pause and just go ahead and do that. We're even leaving an option there. If we're praying for something, you can stop it right at the end of the prayer, and you can actually, as a household, continue to pray about that thing. You don't have to stream the whole service all in one shot. You can do whatever you need to do there. So just be aware of that. And so you can go here and do this. If if it doesn't work, go to YouTube. We have a new YouTube channel. All these things are going to be available to you very shortly, and you'll see kind of all those things. If you're on our mailing lists, you've probably already seen some of this. And there's a new feature that we've added this week that we want to make you aware of. We're calling it Put Me In Coach. If you're someone who wants to help somebody else out, if you're saying, I've got some time, I'm not scared of the grocery store, I wouldn't mind making a phone call. I wouldn't mind sending a card to somebody or loving on somebody that way. Fill this information out, and we're creating a spreadsheet that's going to allow us to connect people that want to help with people that need help, which is actually this form right here. So what you would do is, if you want to be a part of this program at all, you would just click Put Me In Coach if you want to be a helper, and fill out that information for us, and you've got access to it. If you want to help if you're someone that needs help, you would click right here, Need Help, and fill that out and go from there. Now listen, if you're someone who maybe somebody else who needs help and they don't have the internet, you can absolutely fill this out for them. Give us their information, give us their address, give us what they need. So let's say you talk to your grandma and she says, I need this medication picked up, it's all paid for, I need it taken care of. You can fill this out. If you're afraid to head outside, we've got people that are ready to go, take on the world. And so be able to do that. So you can fill this out for us, and we'll be able to connect those people with whatever needs to be helped out. So if you want to be put in, tell the coach here you want to be put in, and we'll hook you up that way. If you need help, fill this out, we'll hook you up that way. Please understand, we're not minimizing what many of you have already done. So many of you have loved people in our church community, have loved your neighbors well. So please, this isn't to supplant any of that. This is just another feature that we're adding so that we can do that. If you've got an informal, situation going on where you're already loving on a neighbor maybe and helping them out by bringing stuff to them already, you don't have to fill any of this stuff out. You don't have to feel obligated to jump in. You're already doing it. Great job. But if you need a little more structure, we're here for you to help you do that. And if you're already helping people out, we would love to know those stories so that we can connect with you on those, or we can add them to future sermons and things like that. We just want to know what's going on so that we're able to, properly talk to the people who are out there in the world. So as you can tell, this is my day in the office, and I thought I'd use a little bit of time here to kind of lay this out for you. Just know that we're praying for you. We love you. If you have questions, please comment below. Whether you get this in an email, you can respond, or whether you watch it on Facebook or Instagram, you'll be able to comment below. Let us know what we can do to help and kind of connect these dots for you. In the meantime, we're praying for you. We love you. We're so excited about what God's doing already. But we also want to get out of our houses. I think you probably do too. So let's be praying that the Lord lifts this virus, and that very soon we're able to worship together in some really neat ways. You're going to hear from one of our staff really soon. We have a list that we've created, and we're going to contact each of you individually. If you missed that call, just understand that we love you, and we're looking forward to connecting with you. If some of your information has changed and you don't get a call, please let us know that over the next couple of weeks. We'd love to know what we can do to connect with you. So we need your current phone number or email address or whatever. So we love you so much. We're excited to see what God's going to do, hopefully not just here, but in the future. And we know that Park Hills is a great church. We know that you are all doing a tremendous work. So let's keep doing it. Let's keep being the church. All right. We'll talk to you soon.